Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone this morning? Whoa. Greetings. Good morning, Keels. How are you? So good, I bet. Hey, Sue. How are you? Hey, Jan. I loved your sympathy card. I know sympathy cards stink to make, but you handled it like a pro. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Sheena. Hi, Carol. How are you? I'm so glad to see everybody this morning. The sun is shining in Arizona. It looks like it's about to be a lovely day. So let's get started. Hi, Nance. Oh, thanks. I kind of like them too. Do you like all the ink on them too? Can't help myself. Hey, Laura. So if you are brand new here, if you would please follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs. I would greatly appreciate it. And that's what, once you've followed and liked me, if you will go and ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott, you will be in for the best feel-good group of the century. I'm telling you, everybody is so kind and so encouraging and just so creative that there's no reason to not join. That's for sure. Anyway, one of the questions here is what I ask for your email, and so be sure to answer that third question with your email. Then you're on the email distribution list, and that's where I usually put things out first on my email list. There, people on my email distribution list are the first to find out about things, and it's a centralized place where I can put everything that's happening in my artsy world. You know what, Kath? Any way we can get ya. How's that? Any way we can get ya. What was I gonna say? Oh, tomorrow is email day. So if you are not on my distribution list, be sure to let me get me your email address either by DMing me or by joining the private Facebook group, so that you can be, excuse me, in the know. So let's get started. This week, so today we're going to work with Aunt Judy again, and then we're going to some of the artwork that I did last week, and then we're going to, excuse me, not last week, Tuesday. Anybody else have trouble with time and dates and good gravy? It just feels like one big long day, doesn't it? I mean, it's, I've spent it in the best sort of way. I draw and I color and I paint. Sometimes I have to do crappy things like taxes, ew. But for the most part, I've had a pretty good time. So this week is, so tomorrow is email day. And that is also where, and then Saturday is whimsical lettering with Anne. And that I have a brand new font to share with you. And oh my gosh, I can hardly wait to share all the fun little tips and tricks about this font and incorporating it with the other fonts that we've played with. You'll get some prompts to work on throughout the month, and you'll also learn some little tips and tricks of little slight variations in your letter drawing that will change the trajectory of your lettering. So if you haven't already signed up, join us. There, you'll have ongoing, if you cannot be there for the live, then you know what, just it's okay, because once you are into the class, you have ongoing access. You have ongoing access to all the creative content, the videos, the printables, the inspiration from your fellow classmates, and you can ask me any questions in that space, and just get encouragement and love from all of the people in the class. So what could be bad about that? Not a darn thing. So one of the things I've been doing, hey Carm, so I saw that, oh Jan, you got the Elizabeth Craft watercolors. So Carmen uses those. Do you guys really like them? Yes? No? Maybe so? So one of the things I've been doing in my lettering class is I ask everybody to get just a composition book, easy peasy. And that's what our workbook will be. And you'll get this artwork, and then you can download that and adhere it to the front of your lettering workbook. So the 100-day project, if anybody is doing the 100-day project along with me, I would love to see what you created, what you decided is your creative outlet. So the 100-day project is just doing something creative every day for 100 days. So I've done 100 different musical artists, and I am woefully behind in I said that I would listen to 100 different musical artists or bands, and then I would document it somehow, and I am woefully behind. But I'm not bad. I'm not horrible. I've been way further behind than in past years. But I've listened to the music, I just haven't documented it. But anyway, here's where we are today. Today we are listening to, does anybody remember the artist named Oliver? He sang Good Morning Starshine and Jean. Oh, I love Good Morning Starshine. I love that song. I used to wake up my child to it almost every day. Anyway, I have some mail call to talk about. I got this lovely card. Did you really, Keels? I love Tommy James and the Shondells. I'm telling you, I love him because my like 8th grade boyfriend, Ricky Rademacher, used to call me on the phone and sing Tommy James and the Shondells songs to me, and like it's just always had a soft spot in my heart. Ricky has sadly passed. He passed in high school. It was tragic and horrible, and it was drug and alcohol related accident, and it was so sad. I just remember going to the funeral home and just so sad with all of his friends, you know. It's a cautionary tale, that's for sure. Anyway, this is from Stephanie McKenna. Isn't this beautiful? So today, so that's so funny, Renee. So today I am listening to Oliver. So that's today's musical accompaniment to my drawing. So today, I'm going to start out with painting if you remember the other day, I started painting, I painted the individual piece of art and the A2. So now let's paint the slimline. So I don't know. So Carmen sent me a card that she had created where she painted her bee green, and she painted her honeycombs this beautiful purple, and I will post that later today. But I'm feeling like, I want to do it kind of different and funky. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I feel like, sometimes, how we just have to warm up our creative muscle? Sorry, I had to wet my whistle with some water. So let's start. I think I'm just going to start with yellows for the honeycombs. And then as I kind of go along, I have this orangey yellow. You know how funky is fun, Carm. Okay, so I love this mix of orange and yellow, always and forever. Oh, there's a song, girls. Always and forever. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's artist. So I feel like, I don't know, I just want to do something kind of different with this one. Something, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But as I'm painting this background, I'm feeling like it might be kind of cool to just, I don't know, maybe just paint the honeycomb and leave everything else white. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But you know what? I love painting those clovers purple. I love it. So it might not happen, We'll see. How about everybody else? Is everybody painting with me today? Are you just watching? What's going on? Hey, Nance, have you started to watch that show on, I think it's CBS, Nurses? It's also a Canadian show like Transplant. Oh my gosh, it's so good, isn't it? I'm telling you, those Canadians know what they're doing. That's all I have to say. Hi, Renee. It's trash day. I can hear the trash truck outside. Were you? So, I wasn't born in Canada, but really close. Escanaba, Michigan, which is right up there. And my parents live right on the Canadian border. We had lots of family that lived on the reservation in Canada, or as they call it in Canada, the reserve. Anyway, spent lots of time in Canada. It's so crazy now because it's, back in my great-grandfather's time, they just paddled a canoe across and got food and other supplies and that kind of thing. But now, Border Patrol is kind of a crazy thing. So this is still part of that sheet that I printed and foiled the other day. And can I tell you, I'm a little addicted to the foil now. Ooh. Well, I'm anxious to see, Jan. Did I already see it? Or did you post it the other day? I can't help myself. I got to do a little bit of shading. But I'm really liking that. Maybe I shouldn't. What do you guys think? Oh, very cool. Very cool. That's awesome, Jan. Yeah, they, indigenous peoples up there are having the same kinds of challenges that indigenous peoples here are having. So it's kind of a crazy time. Well, what do you think? I kind of like the simplicity of that. But I feel like I really want to I really want to paint these whatever, remember, I don't know that we figured out what to call them the other day. Maybe let's set this aside and I'll do a little card assembly, and then we can, then maybe we can figure out what we're going to do next on that card. So the first one I want to do is the individual piece of art. So I fussy cut this, and then I die cut this piece of pattern paper to mat this bee, right? I'm loving that. So that one or this one. I think I like this one. But I want to tell you a little trick that I did, and maybe it's rudimentary and everybody else has already done this. But for me, I'm always looking for ways to make things work for me in more than one way. So when I die cut this, I had a piece of paper cut to the size of a card front, and I centered it so that I have a frame and a mat. So I could do one of two things. I could adhere this to this card, and then take this piece of art, right, and adhere it right in the center of that. That's nice. I really like that the black really makes everything pop. Or I could do, remember, I'm trying to think what card I did it on, where I did like a inlay, right? So you're going to have this cut, and then you could pop this center mat, or you could just adhere them both flat and just have that little bit of texture. But I think I like for this set, I think I'm going to do the frame on the other art. So I am going to find my tear tape. I like to use a lot. I know that most people probably don't, but I just feel like it's, I hate when it pops off. I hate it. Like, it bugs me so bad. Hey, Carm, I bought some of the, I know, I really like the inlay too, Keels. I just think it adds a little something, something. Well, isn't that crooked? But, oh well, it's a handmade card. I'm not going to get too freaked out about that. So I'm going to pop this, but I also, Carmen had used this product on one of the cards she created with, she used the aged silver, and it was on the Aunt D Valentine, the pink Valentine that she, that is on my blog. Anyway, I thought this might be kind of, so they didn't have the aged silver, but I got shabby white and aged aqua because shut up, who wouldn't want that, right? So the idea is that you're supposed to be able to sprinkle it on top so it looks like a splatter, and then you heat it from underneath. So I am going to pop this bee little piece. Hi, Bonnie Miller. Let's see. Let's split this in two. We'll do one here and one here, but we don't have anything there. All right. Peel these. I know, Nance. I'm telling you. I will tell you where I got that giant roll of foam tape. It was at a yard sale at my local scrapbook store. I'm going to make this kind of a little off-center. I'm kind of digging that. And it was $2. I snatched it up so fast. Please. Okay, Carm, do you have any tips or tricks for me about this? I kind of want to shake it up, right? I like this because it has, I know, $2. I like this because it has a little bit of gold in it, which kind of hits those little bits of gold in the so let's see. Is this what I want to do, Carm? Okay, I sprinkled very lightly, and now I'm going to heat from below, right? Because if I heat it from above, it will blow away. Does anybody see any magic happening yet? Does it take a little bit, Carm? You know, this heat gun is really quiet, but ooh, is it hot. I brought a clothespin up here to use for embossing, and I totally forgot to grab it. I mean, it's not very far away, but both hands are kind of busy right now. I love that it has some sparkle in there. Don't you love that? Oh, you guys, it's really looking cool. Sorry, gotta move my hand. Exactly, Carm, exactly. I keep trying to remember that. It does have to go through 2 layers of paper. And foam, because why didn't I do that piece of art by itself? Goodness sakes. So these on the bottom seem like they've popped, right? Up here, I don't know that I got a big chunk. I think, let's see. Yep, that looks good. And now, it's so pretty. I have these little doodads from High Supply. If you haven't checked out High Supply, be sure to, because Victor has some of the coolest little doodads to add to a card that will just give you a finishing touch. So I was thinking about these because if I'm going to go for a little bit of texture, I might as well go for a lot of bit of texture, right? So I'm thinking about these gold, that might be fun. You know what? Maybe I should start this glue on a piece of paper towel instead of my card. That might be a good idea, right? Oh, looks like a big piece is gonna have to go there. So let's put these on first and see what we see. Let me know what your thoughts are. So I have gold, black, and clear. So I was thinking gold, just because it would give a little something something. But let me know what you think. I just think that might be so pretty. Sequins stick to each other. And are you wondering, as I was just wondering to myself, why was I fighting so hard for that one stupid sequin? I don't know. I don't know. Let's find a kind of a medium one. There we go. Oh my gosh. Isn't that pretty? Does it need some more, do you think? Or is that good? Carm, I'm loving this. I'm loving this shabby white embossing enamel by Stampendous. And like I said, I got it from my local scrapbook store, Scraps of Love. They still have some, and they have like all the colors. There are so many colors. But I was trying to restrain myself. Which is a joke, because when it comes to artsy stuff, I rarely restrain myself. You know, it's a, it's for my mental health. Okay, so this is, I think this is it, unless I think of something else, or one of you comes up with another cool idea. Anyway, so I'm going to set that aside, and now let's work on this one. So I have a card blank. Color. Oh, I bet it does. I bet it does. You know what, Carm? I can hardly wait to play with that aqua. So what do you think of this one, you guys? Is that too contrasty, do you think, with the hexagons and the kind of plaid-y background? Or this side? I don't know. Think. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to tape up this one while I decide which side to use. Other side, the plaid side or the little, I don't know. This side, number 1 or number 2 of that? Number 1 or number 2? Sue, now's your chance. This side. You guys, you're cracking me up. All right, you know what? While we're deciding that, I have an older piece of art that I created that I thought we could make into a card today. While we're thinking about this. Okay, so here's my card back. My card base, I should say. All right, so this one, I'm going to use this card mat, whatever you want to call it. I want the more solid, and you'll see why in a sec. So it's going to cover the whole card front in a good way. Hey, Melissa. So Melissa will giggle at this because the next piece that I'm going to put on here is a piece that I die cut at Lucinda's, and I don't know, she didn't know whose die it was, but shut up, isn't it cute? Come on. So I'm going to adhere this onto the black plaidish base, and then I'm going to pop this flower. Don't you think that'll be good? Come on, I'm loving it. But we are still trying to solve the mystery of whose die this is. Nobody knows. Carmen, these scissors are Fatima, Fatima, and they are lovely. I won them at a Bible journaling class that Keely and I went to in Texas, in Flint, Texas, which is near Tyler, Texas. The Reset Girl taught a Bible journaling day, and Keely and I went, and it was fabulous. And I won these scissors, and I just love them. They're super sharp. They're easy on your hand. They're kind of reminiscent of your mom's sewing scissors. I love them. All right, let's see. I thought I had some skinny score tape up here, but it appears no. So we're going to have to do some chopping. I suppose I could have just used this wet glue. I don't know. You know, girls. I don't know. I need you sitting at the table with me saying, Ann, that's dumb. Why are you doing it that way? Now I'm going to cut this one kind of skinny so I can get up here and down here. All right. I know, I love this die too, but Lucinda, honestly, the most organized person I know had no idea whose die it was. I think she should look up for us whose die it was. Because it's super cool, isn't it? For showcasing like one single flower or one single piece of art or, I don't know. I told you, isn't that the thing about creatives? We are, the way we learn about somebody else's whatever is by watching them create with it or seeing their creations. And then you're like, hey, whose dye is that? What paint did you use? What glue are you using? That looks cool. I think that's the cool thing about the creative community, right? We're so good about sharing, and so let's pop this up, and then I'm thinking these again. Oh, sometimes if I go to her house, she's part of my bubble keels. Sometimes I go to her house and I just walk in the door with a stack of cardstock to die cut. Because she has amazing dies. And we often, hey Varsha, we often, if we get a new die, we bring it so everybody can cut some. That's fun. And it just adds a little variety to your card making, right? Hey Varsha, do you happen to know whose die this is? Somebody's got to know. She makes amazing cards. I pick her brain all the time. And she does it with such ease. I love that about her. All right. Stop it, you guys. I'm loving that. So, should we do the black? Or should I look for something with this color? I don't know. Let's go back to this card. That is the beauty of an art printable, isn't it? You can work on 3 different creations at the same time. Okay, so the plaid or the darker? Let's do the plaid on this one because we've done the darker on the other 2. So, this one, I think I'm going to use the wet glue. Da-la-la. I know today is all about yellow, Renee. I don't know why. It just is. Oh, do you remember I was telling you about my cousin who was hospitalized with COVID? I am happy to say she is home and recovering. It's going to be a long, slow recovery, but she is home, the last I heard. Now let's put this one right center. Now I don't know what I want to do with this one. Exactly. And I just kind of like, I think it is because of the bees, certainly, Renee, but I just think yellow is such a cheerful color, isn't it? I feel like it's, how can you not feel happy? That's for sure. Anyway, I'm going to set this one aside and then let's talk about this one again. Let's see. What do you think? Now it's seeming not as cute to be just yellow. What do you think? Now I'm feeling like maybe I want to paint the purples and kind of smaller brush. So let's try a different kind of purple this time. I know. It was a cute idea, but it kind of went away, Keels. So this one is quite vibrant, but I feel like I want to kind of spread this around and then tap it off and see what's what. I kind of like when you apply color and then take a paper towel that has some pattern in it, and sometimes the pattern will kind of happen in your paint. That's fun. All right, I'm kind of digging this because it's kind of varied in lightness and darkness, just like a clover would be in real life. Kind of digging that. Let me just tap. Yep, digging it. For the background, are you saying, Nance? Purple might be pretty. So if you're wondering, the brush that I'm using right now, these are my good brushes. These are Silver Black Velvet. They're a little more spendy than I usually than I usually use, but they're so lovely. Look at that point. So beautiful. But they're still, I mean, you can certainly spend lots more on brushes. These just happen to be, you know, I told you, I'm not a huge proponent of super expensive brushes. Let's play around with. I'm kind of digging this idea of kind of color blocking the leaves. If anyone was on my social media yesterday, then you probably saw the card that the Right Brain Art did, and she did some of the coolest color blocking with the honeycombs, where she did some gold, some black, some yellow, but like gold, shiny gold. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I'm feeling like that purple too, Nance. But like a really washy. Do you know how pretty this is going to be when we die cut the edge? So pretty. I like to paint like as far out as I can, because then I know that when I die cut the edge, it's going to be, I just love that little bit of texture that like a stitched edge rectangle die gives. And I have a really nice set. I think those are the ones from Trinity. Lots of people are jumping on the slimline bandwagon now, but Trinity was one of the first, and so I try to stay loyal to them. I love this purple because it's really quite periwinkle. And I just love periwinkle. I don't know what it is about that color. I think because it's not quite blue and not quite purple, you know? I just really like that. Nancy, look how pretty this is. See, sometimes it pays to just like give yourself a little minute to think things all the way through and ponder. I think there's not enough pondering in this world. Everybody's in such a big hurry. And me included, you know, sometimes I just get myself all in a rush. But I think when I ponder on things, kind of think about it through all the different, whatever it is, from every angle, I'm always happier with my results, you know. Oh, excuse me. Yep. Good suggestion, Nance. Look how pretty that is. Okay. Well, now I'm feeling like let's the stem. Thank you, thank you, Jan. Thank you, Laura. I'm a little bit allergic to something in the air. It's so windy here that who knows, something's blowing in the wind besides the answer. All right. Let's tackle this bee. What are we going to do? I think let's try the yellow in the Josie. I wonder if we use this yellow instead of the same yellow, because this yellow is much more lemony. It'll be a little bit different than the yellow in the honeycomb. Let's see. Now some black stripes. But I'm trying to be super careful with the black because the yellow is still wet. Why wasn't I patient, girls? Why was I not patient like that? Honestly, why? Why? Let's see if we can work some of that up. Honest to Pete, so dumb. Oh, dark gray. Good thinking. Well, we've got that now. So this one, I think I'm gonna just paint white, or excuse me, get them wet, do a wet on wet. I'm just going to take a little bit of gray and just kind of dab that. And then do the same here on the head, and then kind of build on that. This is going to be a totally different vibe. I'm kind of digging that. Let's see. Let's see if I have a different green in one of these palettes. I think this one has a really nice, this green. Let's try that. This is the tropical set from Prima, another one of my favorites. This one's brand new because I gave my other one away. I do that a lot. I just want the whole wide world to make art. I can't help myself. All right. Rinse and then pat and then just pick up a little bit of this green. And let's come in. It's just a shade different. That's nice. And it just adds a little dimension on something that might seem forgettable, like the leaf. But we want everyone to feel important, right? The clover, the leaves, the honeycomb, the bumblebee, the wings, the background. Oh, I'm digging that. Good job, Anne. All right. I like this repetitive, like a variety of greens, because this looks like a variety of purples. Because do you see how this, I mean, who knows what I did to make that happen, but it's almost stripy. Can you see that in the right here and right here? I'm kind of loving that. See why layers of color work so well, girls. Now it's making me feel like maybe we should do some gotta get rid of that guy. All right. Now I'm feeling like, let's do, 7 minutes. How did that happen? Let's do some water splats on this background. You know? All right. Let it sit for a sec. I have a clean-ish paper towel that I think we can tap off. See, it's going to be so much prettier down here because the background was darker. But let's see what happens. It'll certainly be interesting. Shut up. Look how pretty that is. I love that. Now I feel like I want to do some more. Bigger ones. So we'll let that sit for a sec. Hey Lori, how are you? I'm so glad to see you here. You look like you're new. So if you are, please follow me at Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Corbiere-Scott. And the third question is going to ask you for your email. Please leave your email. That's a way that you can get on my distribution list and you can know about the things that are happening in the artsy world of Corbiere-Scott Designs and, something new. Something new that's happening. You just never know. You just never know. So in these final minutes, let's talk about what we've done today. We did kind of a lot. We created this card with the artwork from the other day. I'm digging that. And then we created this card from the other day. And then we created this card from a long time ago. This is the Gurmachiki Carnation. And this is when we did stencils, remember? Oh my gosh, that was a fun thing. I will show you, so remember that this weekend is Whimsical Lettering with Anne. If there's still time to sign up for that, certainly. On the website, sign up on there, and then we'll get you into the group. And then this month's Bible journaling is called Sing. And it's a giant guitar with some tropical flowers. I still have some touching up to do. I don't know. I feel like I want to do some more. Anyway, I hope that everybody is feeling all inspired and ready to create some new art. And, we have some dots to pop off, don't we? So much better. So much better, you guys. Which class, Sue? The Let's Get Artsy with Anne, the Artist Study Series, that was last Saturday, but you can watch it on the replay any old time. Hi, Sheena. You can, any of my classes, if you miss the live, don't worry about it because you can always watch them on the replay. No, that's the one that has 3 classes is Inspire Your Heart with Art. That is on the 28th. So you get to see, if you're just signing up now, you'll get the February class, but you'll also get within that private Facebook group, you'll get the January, the February, and the March art journaling lessons. And you'll get the printable and the lovely company of your fellow art journalers. It's the greatest. It's just the greatest. That class is $15 for 3 classes. So it's $5 a class. And at the end of this next one, let's talk about if we want to do it for another 3 months. If everybody's still having fun. I want everybody to just have fun making art, Let's see. How are we doing on time, Keels? Am I over? I think I'm right about... Am I? Yikes. I don't know. So this Saturday is Whimsical Lettering with Anne. That you need to sign up and register for on my website. Then next Saturday is Bible journaling. Let's get artsy with our Bibles. February 2021. And then Sunday is Inspire Your Heart with Art journaling. So that's that. But don't forget, next week we'll have pop-in paint parties on Tuesday, Thursday, and then a special pop-in birthday paint party on Friday because it's my birthday, and that's when we're going to do the giveaways. We'll have a brand new art printable to play with, and who knows? Who knows? I just ordered something cool that I'm hoping is here that I can add to the giveaway. We will be giving away gift certificates to Corbiere-Scott Designs. We'll be giving away Funky Fossil Designs stamp sets designed by me. And then hopefully this new thing that it's my art, but it's I had to order it. So, stay tuned. So, if everybody will, hey Deanna, be sure to get on our email distribution list and join, follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then look for your be sure to either DM me your email or ask to join the private Facebook group. Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott, because email goes out tomorrow. So that means I've got to add you to the distribution list today or earlier tomorrow. So be sure to do that so that you never know when there's going to be a surprise in there. You just never know. I adore you all. I'm so grateful that you hang out with me. Have an amazing Thursday. Have a tremendous Thursday. How's that? I'm so grateful. Thank you so, so much. Bye, everyone.